بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. We have reached the fourth responsibility in the book The Last Luminary and Ways to Delve into the Light, written by Sayyid Ridha Husayni Mutlaq, translated by Sheikh Saleem Bhimji. The fourth responsibility is also about ma'rifah. This is the last part about ma'rifah. The author says, another responsibility of the true believers is to be familiar with the signs of the reappearance of Imam Zaman, Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Just as was previously mentioned, it is important for us to recognize the signs of his return, and this is actually considered as a part of knowing the Imam. There are numerous signs which will herald his advent, and they are divided into two categories. Signs which are absolute and will definitely happen, and signs which may or may not take place. According to the narrations, it's obligatory to know and understand both types of signs. However, it is much more important to know the first type, those that will definitely occur before his return. So, if we are claiming to be those awaiting the Imam, we need to be familiar with the signs that occur before the reappearance of the Imam. As we mentioned earlier, there are 5 definite signs of the reappearance of Imam Zaman, Ajallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. So we should try to familiarize ourselves with these signs, inshallah. According to the Islamic narrations, the signs that must occur before the Imam will return are 5, with a small discrepancy in some of them, due to there being various traditions in this regard. The difference is in the signs will become obvious when we look at them directly from traditions. In brief, these signs are: number 1, the arrival of Sufyani; number 2, the arrival and uprising of Yamani; 3, a loud noise from the sky; 4, the killing of a pure soul; number 5, the sinking of Beda. This is a certain place that will sink. It has also been mentioned in the traditions that the image of a hand will be seen on the moon, and this is also considered as one of the definite signs. When we look at the narrations, we see that Imam Sadiq alayhi salam has said about this, there are 5 definite signs for the return of Al-Qa'im, Ajallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, the appearance of AlSufyani, the appearance of Al-Yamani, a loud cry from the sky, the killing of a pure soul, and the caving in of the earth at Beda. It has been mentioned that in the traditions that Al-Sufyani is a reddish white colored man with a black eye, and that he will make his advent during the month of Rajab. We are told that he will take over a few countries of the world, and that the advent of Al-Mahdi, Ajallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, will be in the same year that this happens. After many victories, Al-Sufyani will turn his attention toward Iraq, and it is at this time that Imam Mahdi alayhi salam will make his advent from Mecca. So here we see that Imam will make his advent at Mecca. His reappearance will be from Mecca. At this point, a large number of forces will be sent to attack the Imam by the Sufyani. However, when this army will reach the place known as Beda, a location between Mecca and Medina, they will be swallowed into the earth. So this place, Al-Beda, is somewhere that is in between Mecca and Medina. When the armies of Sufyani are coming to attack the Imam, they will be swallowed by the earth. In addition, before the advent of the Imam, many uprisings will take place, such as the revolts of Al-Husayni and Al-Yamani. And according to some traditions, the uprising of Al-Yamani is also one of the definite signs. Then we have the hearing of the 2 cries, one from the sky and the other from within the earth. It is also one of the definite signs. During the first call, it will be Jibra'il who will call out the name of Al-Qa'im alayhi salam and his father alayhi salam, and will proclaim the truth is with Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam and his Shia. Everyone will hear this call in their own language. Subhanallah. And even the women who are in their house behind locked doors will hear the call. So everyone will hear this call, that The truth is with Ali and his Shia. As well, before the advent of the Imam, a noble person will be killed during the Hajj rites in Mecca. In the traditions, this person has been referred to as the pure soul of Nafsul Zakiyah. Detailed information about this individual has been mentioned in the books concerning the occultation of Imam Zaman, Ajallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. I have seen in other books that this pure soul will be a Sayyid from the lineage of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba alayhi salam. So it's not just any pure soul, it's this Sayyid from this lineage. And he will be killed during the Hajj rites. The importance of knowing the signs which will take place before the advent of our Imam, especially the definite signs that must occur, can best be understood when we review the history of Islam. We see that some other signs have actually already taken place, and thus a number of people falsely claim to be the Mahdi. Without doubt, these signs have fallen out of the fold. Without doubt, these people have fallen out of the fold of Islam, and it is they who are misguided and left alone in utter spiritual darkness. The reason for them falling into this state is that they were not acquainted with the signs related to the advent and uprising of the Imam such that they could follow them. So they did not have the knowledge of these signs. If they did, they would realize the people claiming Mahdiwiyah, they would be imposters. Author says, in addition, they lacked awareness of the specific signs which will herald in the advent of the Imam. If they had the knowledge of these signs, then they would not have been led astray and they would have stayed firm on the Imamah and Walayat of the Imam. They would not have been fooled, nor would they have mistaken anyone else for the real Mahdi. Possessing a ma'rafah of the signs of the advent, especially the definite signs which must take place, helps us in differentiating between truth and falsehood, and by recognizing Imam Zaman, we would actually look forward to and prepare the groundwork for his uprising. We would also not falter in our obedience to him or delay in adhering to him. So it's just as important to know these signs as it is to know the characteristics of the Imam. We have to know the signs of the Imam, we have to know the characteristics of the Imam, we have to know knowledge about our Imam from different aspects in order to have a complete ma'rafah of the Imam. It's been narrated that Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, "A caller will announce from the sky, 'Certainly so and so is the leader.' Then a caller will announce, 'Certainly Ali and his followers are the victorious ones.' I said to the Imam, 'So then who will fight against the Mahdi after this call?' Obviously he's saying, if someone hears a call from the sky saying Imam Ali and his Shia are victorious, who will fight against the Imam? The Imam replied, unquestionably Shaitan will also call out, 'Certainly so and his followers will be the successful ones,' meaning a man from the tribe of Bani Umayyah. So I said to the Imam, so then how will a person be able to recognize the truthful from the impostor? You have one call from the sky saying the truth is with Ali. You have another call saying the truth is with this other person from Bani Umayyah. How will people be able to know which one is the right one? Imam said, those who narrate traditions, they will recognize the difference, and they will say that the call from the sky will come before the advent, and they will understand this, and they will know that they, the ones who make the first call, are speaking the truth. So he's saying that those who are familiar with these traditions, familiar with the signs of the Imam, they will know the truth from the falsehood and be able to distinguish the true sign from the false sign. So we should make ourselves familiar with these traditions so that if we are blessed to hear this call that from the sky that Ali is with the truth and that he is the successful one, him and his Shia, we will know and recognize the true caller and follow the right way and not fall into confusion and be misguided. But all of this goes back to having ma'rafah, and having ma'rafah requires us to put in some work and do some reading and some studying, some asking of questions. And when we have doubts about our Imam, we should ask them to those who have knowledge and find out the answers so that we can rid ourselves of doubts and get closer to having certainty in our Imam, inshallah ta'ala. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.